Hi everyone, my name is April Allison. I am the founder of Seven Port Travel and the Blank Page Method. Today I would like to discuss charging a planning fee and understanding your value. First things first, let's talk about your value. If you're anything like me, you're tired of seeing people say use a travel agent. They're free. No one works for free. The way I like to put it, and the explanation I have on my website is, by charging a non-refundable service fee, we are able to ensure that your best interest is at heart. We are able to better serve the client and make sure we use partners that best match our client's needs without partner commission rates affecting the level of service we can provide. We are compensated in 3 ways. The first being professional commissions from partners. Our partners appreciate that we promote their product and pass the product along to our clients. Professional commissions is a way for our partners to show they appreciate us. The second is planning fees. We have all heard the saying, time is money. We put a great deal of time into creating a memorable travel experience for our clients. You have a financial advisor, tax advisor, attorney, nutritionist, stylist, and perhaps even a trainer. So who plans what you do with your most precious commodity, your time? That would be my team and I. The third is referrals. We hope that you love what we do enough to tell those you know and love. We truly appreciate our clients and thank them for the past, the present, and the million years to come. Now I'd like to discuss the light bulb moment. I witnessed a light bulb moment once. I was at a travel advisor event and the panel on stage was discussing charging planning fees and service fees. During the question and answer portion, an advisor stood up, and while speaking back and forth with the panel, her face lit up and tears began to flow. She then proceeds to say, "So you mean I value myself when it comes to my suppliers and accepting their money, but I don't value myself when it comes to expecting my clients to pay me for my time and service I provide them." When you understand your worth and that you are valuable, great things happen, and others will also begin to see your value. Now, you may be asking, what if I lose a client by charging a fee? Okay, but what if you don't? Do you really want to work with someone that doesn't see your worth and value? It's also important to find out who your ideal client is. What type of person is your ideal client? What type of trips would your ideal client take? What do you bring to the table as far as service goes for your ideal client? Understand, not every potential client will be an ideal client. Sometimes it's simply more headache than it's worth. You are not a one-size-fits-all kind of agent. You are special and unique and freaking amazing at what you do. Working with a client is a long process from start to finish. It's a relationship, and just like a marriage, it can be awesome or it can sour real quick. It's important to try and establish this from the beginning and to ensure that the desire to work with each other is mutual. It's okay to say no. It's okay to turn a client away. It's okay to send the referral to another advisor if the desired trip doesn't fit within your wheelhouse. This is why from the beginning, you want to offer the client a complimentary consultation. This will help you both to learn about each other. This is also a perfect time for you to shine, stand out, and build your value. Are you tired of spinning your wheels? Are you spending countless hours working with clients and putting together quotes only for them to use what you sent to in return price shop and ultimately book through an online search engine? It's time to change this vicious cycle. Time is money. Stop wasting it. Let's talk about establishing a fee structure. This is your business, and ultimately you can decide what you will charge. Some advisors choose to have one set fee, for example, $250. While others choose to have a tier of pricing. Here is what I have posted on my site. The fee is based upon a few factors, such as length of stay, destination, amount of people traveling, etc. The service fee for us to curate your travel starts from $250. We will need to have a complimentary consultation in order to determine what all is involved. If luxury travel were a masterpiece, we would be your curator. If you prefer to plan and book your trip on your own and would like for us to review your itinerary, the cost would be $150. Another advisor I know uses a tier based on location. For example, as a professional travel consultant, my fees per couple are as follows. All-inclusive resorts and Caribbean cruises, $100. Hawaii, South Pacific, Canada, and United States, $150. River cruises, Alaska and Hawaii cruises, Mediterranean and Europe cruises, $200. International, such as Asia, Europe, etc., $250. The fee structure for another advisor that I know is honeymoons, rates start at $500 per trip. A la carte, rates start at $150 per day. Yearly retainer, rates start at $2,500 annually. You see, there are many different ways to charge a planning fee. But please note, if you plan on doing one set price and only charge $75 or $100 for everything you do, there is almost no point. The idea is for your client to commit to you the same way you commit to them. Charging a lesser amount because you're in fear that a client will say no defeats the purpose. Know your value. Now let's discuss the scripts and what to say. The following content is really just meant for you to review, revise, and make it your own. It's important to be truly authentic to who you are as a person and as a travel advisor. Show your personality to your clients so they know what to expect when working with you. If you are phone shy or nervous about bringing up a planning fee over the phone, then this is a great option for you and actually helped me secure my first planning fee. Getting the first one is the most difficult and scary, but after that, you gain your confidence and it's a breeze. Easy peasy, right? Prior to having your complimentary consultation, I would recommend that you send an email outlining what they should expect. You can obtain their email address a few different ways. 1, if the client fills out a form on your website. 2, if the client calls you wanting to discuss booking a trip, then get them on the calendar for a complimentary consultation and inform them that you'll send an email letting them know a bit more about what you do as an agent and what it's like to work with you and what they should expect through the process. This also is a great time to ask them a few more questions about their trip and perhaps send them a questionnaire to fill out and send back. This way, if you are unfamiliar with the location, you can do a little research prior to the consultation to ensure you sound knowledgeable and super smart. Here is a great example of an email that you can send to your clients. Thank you for your interest in working with me. I would like to tell you a bit more about how I may be of service to you as your travel advisor. It is my goal to discover your wants, needs, desires, and expectations that will make your vacation truly one of a kind. First, we will begin with a complimentary consultation. During the consultation, we will get to know one another to ensure that we are a good fit. I want to also ensure that both of us know exactly what the other is expecting during the travel planning process. As a professional travel advisor, my fees per client are as follows. All-inclusive resorts and Caribbean cruises, $100. Hawaii, South Pacific, Canada, U.S., $150. River cruises, Alaska and Hawaii cruises, Mediterranean and Europe cruises, $200. International, such as Thailand, Iceland, Europe, Greece, $250. Of course, then you can build a little bit more value in the ending, or you can say, I'm looking forward to our consultation together. When you're on the phone with a potential client, which has always been my weak point and why I prefer email. One of the biggest and first things you should do is ask a lot of questions. Make sure they are open-ended questions. If you receive an inquiry, don't rush to work on the quote. You have to get to know your client and build rapport. Listen to what they say and make sure to take notes. Also, ask them about past vacations. Which was their favorite? Which was their least favorite and why? Next, make sure you build your value. You bought yourself some time by putting them on the calendar for a consultation. Use that time to research the place they're interested in going based on the questionnaire they filled out in response to your email. They were right to contact you because you are extremely knowledgeable, and it's important to get them excited about their vacation. Fill them in on what it's like to work with you as a travel advisor. Again, you have to know your value for this to be successful. What do you bring to the table as a travel advisor? Is it the exclusive amenities you're able to get them at a hotel? Is it the education and knowledge you have gained while being in the industry? Perhaps it's that you can save them a ton of time because, again, that is a precious thing. Maybe you go the extra mile. Perhaps you work behind the scenes while they are on vacation to ensure their trip goes off without a hitch. Let them know you are on their side. Let them know that if they are looking for a partner with the knowledge and expertise to plan a wonderful trip for them, then you are the advisor for the job, and you would love to work with them. At the end, then you can say, to take the next step, I'll collect a $250 non-refundable service fee and then get started planning. Please note, if you sent them the email outlining your fees prior to the consultation call, there should not be any hesitation once this is mentioned. However, if the first time you are explaining it is on the phone, it's a must that you build as much rapport and value in the beginning. So take your time on the call. Perhaps set aside 30 minutes to an hour just to be on the safe side. The more engaging you are, the better the overall experience will be for the both of you. Now at this point, you may be asking, how many itineraries should I include? Well, most agents I know include a max of 3. Here is a sample of what I have said on my website. Depending on your trip, you will receive between 1 and 3 itineraries to review. Once we narrow it down to the 1, we can revise and make sure no detail is left unturned. If once you pay the service fee, the itineraries have been submitted to you, you wish to change the travel location altogether, another service fee will be applied. Something else to consider. As a business owner, some of us just don't know when to stop. Consider charging for after-hours work. Here is a sample of what I go by. Here at Sevenport Travel, we practice what we preach. We strongly believe in friends and family time. With that being said, our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you wish to communicate after hours, we will need to charge a service fee of $50 per every 30 minutes. Please note, our clients who are away during their travels have 24/7 access to us in case of an emergency. A few resources you may like are as follows. I collect my service planning fee through direct pay with TravelJoy. I also collect the credit card authorization for supplier payments through TravelJoy as well. My clients have always found it to be quite simple, plus it looks super professional. Dependent upon your state, for example, Florida, you may need your own seller of travel license, or you can possibly collect it through forms with your host agency. A company to also consider for scheduling those complimentary consultation calls would be Acuity Scheduling. I would suggest that you have a link to your calendar that attaches to your initial email to them, and that way they can go ahead and schedule a complimentary consultation in the same email where they see that you are collecting a planning fee. So that way there's no hesitation once you actually have that call with them. Let's talk about numbers for a minute. I really want you to understand what you're leaving on the table, because at the end of the day and at the end of the year, it is massive, you guys. So let's say you charge a $250 planning fee, and let's say you have 5 bookings per month. So each client would have paid that $250. That is $1,250 a month, totaling out to be an additional $15,000 a year in your pocket. Let's look at $250 times 10. That's $2,500 a month, which equates to $30,000 a year that you're leaving on the table. I highly encourage you to charge a planning fee. Let's reset the standard within this industry. Let's all get onto the same playing field. The more agents that charge a planning fee, the easier it will become for us all to charge a planning fee. I hate nothing more than to see someone say, oh, just use a travel agent. They're free. Guys, we're not free. We don't work for free. We are more valuable than that. Please start to charge a non-refundable planning fee. You are worth it.